Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a video all about this one here. So he is 4 months old now, and just wanted to do another update for you guys. I know I haven't posted in a while. As you can tell, I'm sick, and I'm sorry that I sound very raspy. I don't usually sound like this. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks pretty much, and I finally, I finally lost my voice today from all the coughing and sneezing and just not feeling good. I had a temperature at some point, and it's just been very rough. But I'm going to try to go back onto a schedule. I did go back to work today. I didn't feel as bad as I have been for the past week or so. So let's get right back into mommy's hobby, right? Of YouTube? Alright, let's get started. So like I said, Ethan is 4 months old now, and we just had his 4-month checkup. He had to get some shots, unfortunately. I hate that so much because I hate getting shots too. I just hope, I'm gonna try, like, when he gets older to not be so afraid of them, or at least show that I'm afraid of them. Good thing Michael came with me this time, and he helped Ethan to get through it. I don't like looking at it. I literally looked at the floor the whole time. Just not a fan of it. But he should be good for another 2 months. I'm not sure if he's going to get shots on his 6-month wellness visit. I'm not sure, but I'm sure he will be. But when we went to his doctor's appointment, we weighed him, and he's 13 pounds and 5.6 ounces. So he was born 8 pounds 4 ounces, so he's not quite doubled his weight yet. So the last time we went to the doctors, I don't even remember how much he weighed the last time, but he was in the 50th percentile, and now he's in the 10th percentile, so he's my little guy, as well as his height is also in the 11th percentile, so he's about 24 inches, a little bit over 24. But the doctor and the nurse said it might not be an accurate measurement because he was really squirmy when they were trying to make, you know, get his measurement, how tall he was. But of course, so his body is small, but his head is about 42, I think, centimeters, because that makes sense. It would be 42 inches. 42 centimeters around. Actually, I don't even know if that's the right thing. I'll insert the right thing here. It's on his paperwork downstairs. It's 42 something, but it's in the 66th percentile. So he has a big head, but a small body and weight. So I think that has to do with, obviously, like, he eats a lot, so he's still breastfed, so he eats off of me. He also eats off a bottle, so Michael is actually at home with him while I go back to work as of right now until March, and then we'll figure out something from there, either daycare, nanny, or whatever we decide at that point. But he drinks about 5 ounces each feeding, so he'll eat a feeding in the morning, and then 3 hours until I get home, and then bedtime's around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then I'll feed him one more time and put him to bed. So he sleeps right through the night, so I feel like him not waking up and eating, I think that makes him on the smaller side. Unsure if that's really like a real thing or not, but he's not really like a chunky baby like I was and my sister was. I think Michael was a chunky baby too, so I'm not really sure where he's getting this small babiness from. Maybe, I don't know. I really don't know, but he eats 5 ounces each time, so I know he's getting enough food. So I don't know, and the doctor wasn't too concerned about it, so hopefully we'll grow and get nice and tall. But he is in size 2 diapers now. He's been in them for at least a couple weeks or so. The size 1 diapers, we have an abundance of them, and I just made a huge box of them to go downstairs into our basement because I know, like, we'll have more kids and we'll just use them through them. But he's in size 2 diapers now. The size 1 diapers, he was starting to blow out of them, switched him up to size 2, and he's been good so far. Not really too many blowouts or anything like that. As well as he is in 3 to 6 month clothes now. We just organized our basement and I decided just get rid of all the 3-month clothes, just put them all downstairs. Like he fits into 3 to 6, even though he could still fit into some 3-month clothes. But honestly, I was just, let's just get rid of them and just move on to the 3 to 6 months. So talking about some other milestones that he's had, he smiles all the time, so we can get him to smile about like any time. I love it because he has such a good smile, and it's just, honestly, it's the best thing when you come home and you can just see him smiling at you because he's so happy just to see you. Like, you don't have to do anything, you just go up to him and he just smiles. It just makes my day. But as well as he's been laughing, so it's not very consistent yet, but Michael can make him laugh, and he does laugh at the silliest things, which is great. And it's not like a full belly laugh yet, it's like a small little laugh. If I find a video, I'll insert it here, but it's honestly the best thing just to see him starting to smile more and laugh. Just him being a happy baby makes me a happy mommy. Another milestone is that he rolls over consistently from his stomach to his back, so he can flip over both ways. He doesn't really like tummy time too much, but when we do put him on his tummy, he does roll over right away. He doesn't like being on his stomach, so he just flips right over. He has rolled over from his back to his tummy a couple of times. It's not consistent yet at all, but he's definitely there. Like, he's done it. Like, I've been like changing his diaper and he'll try to like roll over onto his stomach. And then the same thing, like when you just put him in the swing, he would start trying to roll over, and it's starting to become scary that like if I like walk away for a second, I'm afraid he's gonna roll off of something, even though like before I didn't have to worry about that, and now I have to actually worry about it, and I don't want him to get hurt, obviously, so I just have to make like a note in my head, do not leave him where he can roll consistently and fall off of something. So another milestone is that his eyes are starting to change color. So Michael has blue eyes and I have like a hazel kind of ish. It depends what light you're looking into. Obviously, like if you look into a bright light, they kind of look greenish, but there's still a brown tint to it. So we just say I have hazel eyes, but when you look at his eyes, it looks like they might be a mix between green eyes and blue eyes. I'm voting for blue eyes just because I love blue eyes. Like, Michael has blue eyes, my sister has blue eyes, my sister's husband has blue eyes, Michael's brother has blue eyes, and Michael's sister has green eyes. So I'm like the only one that has brown eyes besides Michael's mother and my parents. They have brown eyes too. So I'm voting for blue eyes. I know like the chances are about, I think we did like the, whatever that called, the genealogy chart. I'm not sure. I wasn't a bio major or anything like that. But it said like 50-50 shot between like hazel eyes or blue eyes. So we'll see. But I think they might be turning blue because on the outside of Michael's eyes, they're like a dark blue on the outside. And that's what he's starting to have. So I think he might actually have blue eyes. And it'll match everyone else in my family besides me and a select few. So the most exciting milestone that I am excited to share is that our doctor gave us the okay to start him on solid food, which is amazing because my supply has been like up and down. So since I've been sick, I haven't been really being able to pump enough, and it's really exhausting to know that like I'm trying to pump every 3 hours while I'm at work. It's not working, and it doesn't matter of I drink a lot of fluids. I'm literally peeing every 20 to 30 minutes, so I know I'm getting enough fluids in. It's just I think my body's just tired. Like, I've been sick, I have really bad anxiety, and I just can't really relax too much. So there's a bunch of factors that go into it that I think my supply is going down. But anyways, it's nice to be able to only supply maybe like 3.5 to 4 ounces of him for like a liquid, and then he'll eat some oatmeal afterwards. And I know the older folks out there are calling it cereal, baby cereal. But yeah, so we've been trying to give him some of that and he loves it. So I'll insert the clip here of him eating for the first time.
All right, are you ready? Here, oh, open up, open up, or don't.
Don't put so much on the spoon, maybe.
Are you wiping your own face? Here. I'm gonna like use his upper lip. Okay, you're gonna eat the thing?
No, he's eating it.
Okay, a little more. Oh, I just tripped it on you. I'm sorry. Here. Come on.
That's right, you can grab it around his face too with the spoon.
Or you can.
Do you like it?
Yeah, we're just gonna load you up. Come on, do you want more of this? Okay.
I guess he's opening up to it now.
He is.
Look at your messy face. Let's do.
I think more's on his thing. Definitely got some. Oh.
Okay. You're just making a mess everywhere, baby. Ethan, look, it's coming.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Hey, he's getting the hang of it.
Is he swallowing any of it?
So obviously at the beginning he didn't really know what to do, and then towards the end he realized, oh, if I open my mouth I get more food, and he's really getting the hang of it. So we're only feeding him like solids like 1 to 2 times a day. So we usually do it after the 10:30 feeding that we have, and then I usually do it like at the 7 o'clock feeding, like the one feeding before him going to bed. But we did try apples, so you have to wait 3 days and then you could try another food and then wait another 3 days just to make sure they don't have an allergic reaction to it. So as soon as it hits 3 days, I can't wait to try new foods with him. So after the 3rd day of eating, I think we did rice or oatmeal or something, I don't remember. It's one of those two. After we hit that 3rd day, I did try apples, and he seemed to like it at first, and then all of a sudden he just started making like sour faces, and I think it's because it's tart and he's not used to that. He's used to such bland foods, and I think it's just funny. I think I did get video of it. Here, open up. So now I have the dogs in here, so if you hear panting, that's Doug, and Maggie's right here trying to lick his hand. Stop, Mags. But I think the next thing on the list is going to be squash, I think. Just because it's pretty bland, it's not like sweet or anything like that, so I think that's what we're going to try next. And then obviously it's just going to be like single foods, like I think like string beans are next or something like that, any vegetable type of thing, and then fruits as well. I don't really eat fruits, and I really hope that he eats a lot better than I do, just because I'm such a bland eater that I don't like too many seasonings or anything like that. I'm pretty like a plain Jane type of eater, and I know it, and I just don't like a bunch of stuff on my food. And people drive me, like, think I'm crazy that I eat vegetables without butter or salt on it. Like, I just like steamed vegetables. And then when it comes to rice, I just like white rice. I don't like multi-grain or like fried rice or anything like that. I'm not like a big like Chinese food person. So I feel like that rice category is just out of my taste buds, I feel like. But I'm gonna try to make him a better eater than I am. I'll even fake eat food for him so it looks like I'm eating it, so he'll eat it. Michael's a very good eater. He eats everything. Like, there's literally nothing on the face of the earth that he doesn't eat. He used to not eat raw onions, and now he likes raw onions, so it's literally like everything, he'll eat anything. So I'm hoping Ethan gets that gene from him. So the big difference between his 3 months to 4 months is that he has to be entertained at all times. Like, good thing I'm sitting in his room and there is like Tupperware, not Tupperware, like big containers filled with his clothes and stuff that has to go downstairs, and like over here is like his stuffed animals and stuff. So like, good thing he's just like looking around like constantly, but he has to be entertained at like all times now. He doesn't take naps as much as he used to, so he literally just wants to be looking around, you talking to him, like anything. Literally, if he just gets bored, he just very, very fussy and screams at the top of his lungs, like he needs to do something. Also, his personality has been really coming out. Like, when I said that he like smiles and laughs all the time, like his personality is really like blossoming, and it's very, very exciting to see that like at this early of an age, and I just can't wait to see what else he comes up with in his head there. So his new thing that he likes to do is kick his feet. So I will change his diaper and I'll just let him lay there for a little bit, and he loves just kicking his heels and hitting it off of the changing pad, and he thinks it's so funny. So I just let him do it for a little bit, but he, like, you can tell now, like, he's trying to kick his feet like at all times, which would be good because I think he's gonna have nice strong legs, and I hope that the crawling and the walking all comes a lot faster than normal, so he can develop better as an athlete, because I was an athlete and Michael was an athlete, and that's what we're hoping that Ethan will be as well, so that the legs mobility will be amazing for his future sports career. Another thing that's so sad that he has been experiencing lately is a lot of gas. And so we don't know if he's like constipated or not. Like, we just started him on solids, and I just feel like he can't be constipated that quick. But we got constipation medicine, and then we also gripe water him. So anytime that he feels like he's gassy or anything like that, or we think that he's gassy, we do gripe water him, and it helps him right away. It helps him stop, feeling the pain, and literally like less than a minute later you hear the fart come right out. So obviously we knew we did the right thing and that he was just gassy. So he is still in our room in the bassinet. I think that's only on like my doing. I think he could probably sleep in his crib at this point. I just don't want to let go of that yet, and I'm not fully prepared to do it yet. He's taken many naps in his crib, and I'm fine with him being in the crib by himself. We just moved the DockATot from his bassinet to the crib. I just don't want to let that go yet, and I still have like the really bad anxiety of choking. I feel like that's like my biggest anxiety, is choking on like spit up or on your spit or anything, and I don't feel 100% comfortable yet of putting him in the crib. I feel like I just don't sleep well at night just because I do have that anxiety, and I probably should go see someone about it. But I wake up a couple times a night just to check on him. So I don't think he'll be transferring to his crib really anytime soon. Once he grows out the bassinet, obviously I'm going to have to learn to, put him in the crib. But as of right now, he's just sleeping in his bassinet, in his Velcro straitjacket swaddle next to me. He does still sleep through the night, which is a positive. It'll be like every once in a while, like he'll wake up at like 5 o'clock just because of gas. We gripe water him, put him right back to sleep, and he falls right back asleep. He is usually gassy at those points of time. A couple times, a couple like weeks ago, I want to say, or maybe it was only like a week ago, he did wake up like every couple of hours because of gas, and I felt really bad because you could just tell he was just in pain. You know the difference between cries now that I've been a mom for 4 months. I know the difference between cries, and I know a hunger cry versus I'm sitting in my poopy diaper cry versus I'm fussy just because I'm bored, I'm sleepy, or at this point gas. And he does scream like he's in pain, so I do feel bad that he does have those episodes. So I try to just gripe water him as immediately as I hear that type of cry and try to soothe him back to sleep. And it has been working so far, and he does seem like a happy baby afterwards. So I don't know if you can tell, but he has been losing a lot of hair. Like, look at this bald spot on the back of his head. I'm not sure if I shared that in his 3 months or not, but it's obviously from him laying down at night and sleeping and everything, but he has been losing a lot of hair compared to what he was born with. So when he was born, he had a full head of hair, and now he's starting to have like a really deep like widow's peak. But it is starting to grow back, which is amazing, and it's starting to grow back blonde, which is how when I lost hair. So I was born with like jet black hair, and when I lost my hair and it came back blonde, and it was curly. So I don't know if he's going to get that from me or if it's just like a lighter brown, because Michael has lighter brown hair, but we will see. But it is starting to grow back, which is good because it is kind of cold out, and we always have to put a hat on. I mean, I would put a hat on anyways, but just to be around the house, obviously I want his head to be all nice and warm. Another thing is that he talks a lot. Obviously he's not saying any words or anything like that, he just babbles on, but it's nice to have like a little conversation with him, and it's actually really cute, and I hope that is helping his brain develop even more, which would be nice, huh? Are you gonna have a conversation with mommy? No? Okay. I guess he's just looking around. He's entertained right now. Can't multitask yet. Speaking of being entertained, he loves looking at phones. So it's not even like the screen itself. If we're looking on something on our phone, he doesn't look at it. It's the back of our phones, and I don't understand it. So Michael's is like a bright blue, which makes sense like why he wants to look at it, and then mine's like a sparkly gold. So he likes to look at the back of phones, which is great for pictures, since I can take good pictures then. But other than that, like, he is obsessed with them. Like, every time we pull him out to like take a picture or anything like that, he like, that's the only thing he'll stare at. Then it's just like the back of our phones. So I think he is starting to teeth, because he constantly has his hands in his mouth, and if you look on the inside of him, it looks like maybe they're coming in. And also he's very fussy. Like, some points, like, we gripe water him, we do everything that we possibly can to try to help him, but it just doesn't solve everything. And so that's when we think like he's possibly trying to teeth, and I feel so bad for him because I know that's not going to be a fun thing for anyone in this household, but hopefully it won't be as bad with him. But if you have any tips or tricks or anything like that for a teething baby, please leave them in the comments below or DM me on Instagram, please, because like I don't think I'm ready for it. As you can see here, he likes to grab my hair, ow, as well as a bunch of other things. So he'll grab our faces, he grabs Michael's beard, we do put toys in his hand and he likes shaking them around. So his grip strength is really like developing, and he has a very, very strong grip. And sometimes it really hurts, like when he just ripped my hair. See, he's trying to roll over, like while he's in the arms with me. What was I saying? Oh, about your grip strength, yeah. So hopefully he'll be a nice little baseball player. Last thing is that I think he's starting to look like me. I don't know if you can tell. So when he was first born, he looked identical to Michael. I was like no way. Like, there was nothing on him that looked like me, like maybe his nose, but now he kind of looks like Michael, but mostly like me, which is amazing. And I thought like my mini-me was going to be a girl, but this is my mini-me for right now. You're my mini-me. Is you are. So that is going to be it for today's video. If you did like it, please give it a big thumbs up. I am going to try to get back into the YouTube game. I know I've been gone for a while, but the holidays, me being sick, it all kind of just, it got to me. I'm sorry. But I'm going to try to get back into the posting 2 to 3 times a week. So subscribe so you can see all of my videos coming up and look back on all my videos in the past. But hit that bell notification so you are notified every time I post a new video. And I will see you guys in my next one.